Welcome back to Bulldog Stump and Tractor Services. Today's episode, we are going to do a formal unboxing of my new attachment called the ABI Attachments TR3 rake. It's a 3-in-1 where it does box blade or box scraping. It decompacts with scarifiers that go down to 6 inches, maybe 9 inches, something like that. And then it has a soil pulverizing rake off the back. And yeah, it's pretty neat, and it tries to compete with Harley rakes, soil conditioners, stuff like that. And both sides have equal arguments on which way is better. The Harley rake has a big drum, a big rotating drum with about 1-inch carbide nubs that go through it. And the ABI side, the TR3 side, says, it really won't compact or decompact, deeper than those nubs, because then you're going to have the big drum pushing back down on the soil, right? TR3, the ABI says, yeah, we can rip down 6-9 inches, something like that, and decompact a whole lot more, less maintenance, less wear and tear, that kind of stuff. I was somewhere in the middle, flipped a coin. Basically the costs are about equal, and I just went with the TR3 rake. So in this one, you're gonna see me offload it from the truck, do my initial setup, and then also do a test project out at a buddy's piece of land that we did earlier this year for the first time use of operating a tractor, which is correct. It was about the first 3 hours I've operated a newer hydrostatic tractor. Doesn't mean that was the only tractor I've ever used. No, I grew up on big farm tractors, and then I've operated multiple pieces of machinery in my life. That was the first 3 hours of a new machine to me. So that was the land that we did, and we did a quite extensive buckthorn brush hogging on that project. And we'll be able to go back in this unboxing video and kind of see what happens to, when we went over it with a 66-inch rotary shredder, aka brush hog, what kind of debris is left about 5 months later. And we'll see us take, that land and try to get it back to a seedbed prep. So stay tuned. And this is a sneak peek into the final take that we did out just trying to get acclimated with the piece of equipment that we're using, the TR3 rake. So as you can see, there's all of our big spoils piles that we did, and this is kind of the end result of our first use using a TR3 rake. But how we got here is the rest of the story, so to speak. Just offloaded the TR3 from the back of a dock truck. And we're gonna get in the backyard and go play with it a little bit. That's a lot of weight on the front. I can feel it in the steering. What's going through your head is going through my head right now too. I should have some ballast on the back. I agree with you. But we're gonna go as level as possible. You know what? Nah. Let's go put a stump grinder or something on the back. All right. So we put the stump grinder on the back. So that's another 900 pounds of ballast, plus it's cantilevered back, so if you're doing lifting like we are, that should be just about perfect. Look at that self-leveling. Go fast, go slow. I got the idles down low. I'm barely pushing the joystick and it just slams to the ground. Can you run 2 functions at once? But can you do it at 10 out of 10 times? If you ever have one slip up, you wish you had the self-leveling loader. I know I'm pretty happy. And we're in the regen. And we got a chair. Yeah, simply took my eyes off to go look at why I'm smelling something in the air, and it's saying to increase engine speed. I'm doing a regen. And that's how you hit a lawn chair. Set it right there for now. So I'll just turn this thing off. No, I can't turn it off, can we? Oofta. Gosh, she's blowing stuff out now. Let me run grab the camera, show you. I guess you could probably see it from right there, huh? Okay, let's do a formal unboxing. Dun da da. What we have here is called the TR3 rake. So what sets it apart, this is the TR3 command. These scarifiers are hydraulically driven by this doodad. Here's our lines. So the scarifiers will go down, they advertise, I believe it's 9 inches. It has a floating box blade, and that's this guy down here that lifts up when you drive backwards and falls down when you drive forward. It pulls soil, debris, and it's supposed to leave most of it and drag the rocks. And on the business side of it, it has this big, landscape rake. Boy, they're 3/4 of an inch steel. This is how you lock in the floating box blade. Never used one. I looked at Harley rakes, and they got issues. This is it's not it wasn't a matter of price. They're all about the same. So they're expensive. What I liked about it is, so I'm a one-man band. I'm the operator, partial owner, finance committee is inside the house, and I am also the mechanic. I didn't really want to get into seals and bearings and all that kind of stuff with a the big rotary drum on a Harley rake, soil conditioner, etc., etc. But I knew it was something that I'm gonna have have to have. Enter in the option to not have all that rotating equipment and maintenance. And we have the TR3 rake. So let's go ahead and let's get it unboxed, crated, and let's try and see if we can't do a little bit better than just bucket grading the chicken coop. Should be fun. Yow! This one's already kind of half off. Come on. Oh, I thought you were going to make me look bad in front of an audience. Metal banding. Yeah, we'll get to that later. Boom, boom, boom. Here's my hoses. What's this? Owner's manual. Suggestive reading. I'm kidding. All right, time to do the 3-point. Pretty straightforward. But we'll figure out what the issues are and we'll do it. Put you over by the owner's manual. First issue is we got about 11 feet of hose here, and all we gotta do is make it to the 3-point. Dang it, might have to shorten them up. So they give you a top link. I don't know if I like that or not. Is that to easily move it? We're going to use the 2038R's top link and see how that goes. Did I say TR32? What did I say? How about a John Deere 2038R? We use that one. So, first issue right out of the gate. Down here, I'm gonna have to get some bushings because this is, it's just too much slop to go in and out. Not the end of the world. I'm also going to shorten up these hoses. This is just, it's too much, I think. But I also haven't ran it yet, so before we start cutting hoses and making bushings and all that, let's tighten up the turnbuckles and give it a shot. All right, we're gonna quite yeah. Let's try driving forward a little bit. Yeah, we're taking everything with us. I think we gotta shorten our top link. Maybe that's why they sent a new one that's shorter. We'll investigate. So here was the job that we did earlier this spring, and we just came in and brush hogged, all this, and left the debris for erosion control and trying to block out the buckthorn. there are some sprouts coming up, buckthorn sprouts. So what we're going to do today is we're going to run the TR3 over the area, and we're just going to do a small area, a little test plot, so to speak, and see if we can get it to a seed bed prep, and then come in with some sort of a tall prairie grass, a brown fescue, et cetera, and just a quick before shot, and we'll do a couple after shots and see how we do. Yeah, so quick update. Doing pretty good. Leveling, I can't tell you how many stumps we took out of here, but it's a lot. They're just everywhere. Here's another one that I got to get to quite yet. Big, yeah. About the worst soil conditions for trying to level, smooth, grade, till that you could have. It's very, very wet clay with a little bit of topsoil mixed in. It just wants to goop up, and it's good to know. So here's kind of the issues going on. It just wants to clob together. Granted, we didn't kill off the grass and all that, which arguably would be a good tactic. We're also not using a disc harrow or a tiller. A tiller, you'd put it in here and you'd probably be out almost $3,000 on a heavy duty tiller. It just the stumps and the roots, it would just kill it. So this is kind of the best tool for the soil conditions. They also just found out last night sell a disc harrow attachment for the TR3, and that definitely will be on the spring to buy list. It's bad. So when we get the disc portion of it, a lot of this stuff we'll just disc it first, bust it up, and then this is a friend of mine's property that was had buckthorn just everywhere. So we've been more or less playing. Contractor client probably would have had to push the job off just due to the wetness. Quick update. So I tried using the TR3 backwards as like a dozer blade. So this is how the kind of ground cover looked. Really only had time to do one pass. But I'd say that's pretty impressive. For a single pass, not a double pass, not a crisscross.
So there's the pile that we did. About 3 feet high, 15, 18 feet long. Single pass right through there. Not too bad. There's our other debris pile there and our project site. So for just coming out messing around and learning equipment, it didn't go too bad. Gonna come back in the spring and put the discs on the TR3. Then we're gonna disc this whole area. And the homeowner, my buddy, wants to put a vegetable garden in there. So more work yet to do here at the test grounds.
So on our outro here, so the TR3 unboxing comes after one of our previous videos called the Prairie Restoration. In the time that it took for us getting the TR3 and unboxing, our beloved pet went from sick to very sick to passing away. And we did want to hold some sort of memorial for him, and we didn't think that an unboxing video is the right one, so we kind of pushed the Prairie Restoration ahead of that one and got some of these out of sequence, while we were also grieving with the loss of our dog. Trying to upload to YouTube went down the priority list, and we got hit with copyrights and ended up having to post and repost that video. I think it was 3 times in the course of a couple days. So we just didn't have our head in the game, didn't have our head in the YouTube game. But in this video, I hope that you saw us actually take a piece of equipment that I've never operated, and I think it was obvious that I had never operated it, and then went out to our test area and did pretty successful seed bed prep, or just general land clearing. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe to future videos, and watch us use all of our attachments, the stump grinder, the brush hog, the TR3, all in harmony, and see what happens next with the Bulldog Stump and Tractor.